He saw a glittering being telling him to go back. A being of light. The prettiest and scariest thing he'd ever seen. A being without eyes, without a nose, no mouth, but the being could see and it could speak. And it said, "You shouldn't be here. I know who you are. I know what you're looking for. But you're wrong. Go back. Go back before it's too late." Samuel tried to say something, ask for the secret, if there was a secret, but the being clapped its hands and Samuel found himself traveling backwards, away from the being. In his mind he was saying, "Wait," but he couldn't utter a word. And then came the reptilians. Justin had been right, they existed. And they lived in another dimension. And when they saw Samuel, they laughed, and one of them said, "Get out of here or we'll eat you. We'll eat you in this world and you won't be able to go back to your world." The moment those words had been spoken, Samuel run the hell out of there. But where could he go? He heard one of the reptilians laughing. "He's joking. We don't eat humans. Not here. Not yet. Wait until we resurface," the creature said. What did it meant with that? He saw his body rushing backwards, or maybe forward, kind of being sucked into an abyss. His flesh felt as if it was being stretched, and the space around him was made entirely of light and colors, and, at times, he felt as if he was in some kind of hologram city, being sucked towards his destination. And then he stopped. He saw beings with two faces, back and front, no hair, no back of the head, just two faces. "How do you sleep?" Samuel asked. One of the beings laughed, only one face laughed while the other face remained impassive. And then the impassive face said, "You will find what you're looking for, and you will regret it for a long time." "Be careful," the laughing face said. Jump off before the train goes off the tracks," the two faces said. He was about to say something when he was sucked into a tunnel, and then he fell into a deep abyss, at a slow speed, and he saw purple dolphins circulating around him, purple dolphins and a woman with long white hair, a woman that was neither young nor old, but she was only in there for a few seconds. He looked but he couldn't see her. After a while, the dolphins, too, were gone. It was only he in the abyss. And then he reached his destination. He saw the ivory tower, his future home, a couple of centuries away, already waiting for him. And he saw the being with the fluorescent brain staring at him, a being with his face, in another dimension, an immortal being, and the time was up. No, he thought when he opened his eyes. Hari and Ladislaw were still in the room with him. Samuel saw that he had come while traveling through other dimensions. It was all the vibration, the excitement. He wanted to go again, straight away, no rest. He needed to return and see the being with the fluorescent brain. From the corner of his eye he saw Justin in another room, stuffing himself with coffee and cake. Samuel too was feeling a bit hungry. Traveling really opened the appetite, but he had more important things than food waiting for him. "I need to go back," Samuel said. "I don't think that's a good idea," Hari said. "Please. 40 minutes. That's all," Samuel said. The other men were tired, not to mention bored, but they were also curious and wanted to see what would happen and what Samuel would say afterwards, so they sent him back again, but not before telling him to rest for 5 minutes. 3 minutes later, he was traveling again. The other two men watched as Samuel's body shook for a few seconds, and then Samuel went still, and even smiled, while heading towards his destination. He focused his mind on the task ahead, on his destination. Soon he was being sucked again into the abyss, going down, falling down, and he saw the woman with the long white hair, a woman that looked like an angel, but, as last time, she was only there for a few seconds before vanishing. "You return so soon," said the immortal being with the fluorescent brain. "I need to know," Samuel said. "Even if you regret it?" the immortal being with the fluorescent brain asked. "I won't regret." "You will." "I won't." "You will."